cannot believe that has just happened, just as everyone joins. Episode 9.5. How embarrassing. How absolutely goddamn embarrassing. Always the way. Always the way. So annoying. Just so annoying. Because nothing else crashed, just the stream. Just the bloody stream. Hopefully a few people make it over. God damn it. God fucking damn it. It does sound wonderful.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
Right, let me just open the stream. 9.5. How very, very embarrassing. Is it because I talk about the virus for an unspecific origin? Oh, you know what? Who knows what it's because of, man? Sometimes my Wi-Fi just likes to really screw with me, you know? Right, enough talk for now.
I've no more questions.
No more questions at all. Let's go talk to Cullen.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Yeah, do you and I have a problem?
You weren't happy with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
I also hope so. Tell me about you. No, that's all. Right. Let's go finish speaking with Krem. Hopefully it will let us do something now.
Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, how can we use you?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
The Templars have holed up in Thorinfall Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
Okay, I mean, that's true. Tell me about your charges.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we
Oh wow, 8 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. Feel free to say hi in the chat.
More expensive,
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Want to know anything in particular?
What are your abilities?
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops or skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
Seems fair, to be honest. I'll take that. Tell me of an interesting job.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
The squirrels? Do you follow rules?
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colours. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
Squirrels indeed. Hopefully it doesn't become that suppressive. It is the Mages and Templars.
We'll talk later.
Mages are very repressed in Dragon Age. Right, let's head up here.
We'll need some of your
finished talking with Varric.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad.
Yeah, it
Finding
is.
more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
As all good villains do. Let's keep hoping.
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Yeah, catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
I'm sure she will.
Need something?
I have a question about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Cool, we've done that.
Carry on.
Any other questions?
Something?
Tell me about Red Lyrium.
I want to know more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
I just want to get all the conversations done before
I
we
think that's enough
progress
for Red
past the
Lyrium.
next bit.
Yeah. Need something?
Personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Sure.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Right. Let's go help Solus. Oh, we've also got Sarah as well in the tavern. We've not spoken to her at all, I don't think.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and Mages need to be sat down.
Yep. Which side are you on?
The Templars and the Mages? Most people pick a side.
Most people are stupid.
But where do you
Fair.
stand on the war?
In the middle, with everyone, not a Trevelyan. You know what I hear about mages? Nothing, until one goes all demony. Know what I hear about Templars? Nothing, until they take maybe mages. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
This is true. You think it should be easy?
Right. They should know it's a simple job. End all war. Stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
Of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up for me. Helps amazingly.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven. Just in case.
Yeah, they're here to help us.
These mages are here to aid the Inquisition. Don't worry.
Sure, don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
That's it. We're not getting rid of her. Investigate. We'll do... What about your background?
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
My arch nemesis, that fly from yesterday, is back. Ah, who trained you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Not really. Yeah, not typically.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence. Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Shite company. What wording. Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Right. I can make evasive jokes too.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? I suppose I could go barefoot and whine. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
Well, there you go. So there's no value in tradition?
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
She got us there, didn't she?
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
She absolutely got us there.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Tell me about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
How is the stream, guys? Let me know. Does it sound good? Does it look good? What does your group do?
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt Sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
Okay, cool. Stream is good. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, you pretend that's moral?
So, who decides who deserves it? You? By what authority?
Look, Dukey cuts a stable boy's finger off for snagging a biscuit. He's eating an arrow for tea. Deserves it. Most times, it's just fun. And embarrassed, the same as dead for some. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Great. Was there ever a Red Jenny?
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
That seems too casual.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Fair play. She got us there as well. I expected people from you.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it. Right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them. In a million little ways.
A million? Yeah, do they even know what you do?
Seems like there's no way the people who contribute could even know what they're helping with.
Don't need to. Maybe some ask for a target, a note like. But maybe they plant something just to help mess with things. I did something and something happened. That's a wish for some people. Probably not heralds. Anyway, sometimes I don't even do anything and people think I did, because something happened anyway. That's good too. Free payday. And free blame right. But whatever.
Guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit 10 likes. That'd be insane. Yeah, I still don't get it.
Nope. Still not making sense.
Doesn't have to. Take it or don't. Imagine you're looting random crates if you like. You seem to find that satisfying, you know?
I love looting random crates.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
In it? Alright. Where is our elven mage? Here he is.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
In it? Oh, we did double figures in likes. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witness.
This is true. Yeah, not amazing, terrifying.
So many were dead. More had been corrupted. Knowing what will happen if we fail.
I suggest we not fail. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Like number 10 here, you're the man, Terry. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're still hanging around. How are you feeling? Any better? Probably a stupid question, but I'd rather make sure. Alright, Leliana.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition.
Yes, it will.
As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Investigate. Yeah, you're well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
This is true. Investigate. You met the hero Ferelden.
You have a history with the Warden who entered the Blight, don't you?
He's always in my thoughts, even when we're far apart. My love is on a quest of his own. When the Inquisition has no further need of me, I will join him. For good this time. I have lost enough. I will not lose him as well.
Good. Did you know Hawk?
They say you spent some time in Lothering. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one? He was a little... I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Carver and Surly, who would have thought, eh? Yeah, why were they terrible?
Was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Royeaux who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall. Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence to calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
Okay.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
I do indeed.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
Thank you, Spy Master. No killing?
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Yeah, I mean, we are a mage, so sort of, you know. Yeah, tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Tell me about your past.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Interesting. I'd like to be a bard.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The Bards is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
Alright, we'll take it.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
Obviously.
Did you need something?
Investigate. You're Justinia's left hand.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
That seems very, you know, backhandish, but okay. Why start an Inquisition?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just
Why
a
not?
thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
Again, guys, if you're watching, feel free to jump in chat. We can chat about anything you want to do. I'm sorry she died.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
Investigate. Why don't you join my party?
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
Sure. Investigate. What is a left hand?
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Right. Yeah, why so many enemies?
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
Of course. You're evading the question. No. That's, sounds like a spy master.
So you were her spy master too?
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
Delicate. Tell me more about Justinia.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Well, there you go.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
Well, there you go. How did you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Right. Good to know, I guess. Let's continue this later.
We'll talk more later.
Okay, we finished up with Leliana. Let's head inside. That's it, jump over there. Who do we have in this hidden away corner? Vivian.
Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies. We need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Okay. Yeah, we can control mages.
We can handle the mages. There's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
Fantastic. Yeah, you don't trust mages?
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not a matter of opinion, my dear. I have a close relationship with reality. Many of our colleagues do not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Vivian is certainly a character. Yeah, Templars aren't the solution.
You're right, but Templars are a poor solution.
They are men, and all men are flawed. That some fail does not mean that none should try. The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death. Someone must strike the killing blow. Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar? Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
We need mages in the Chantry. I agree.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
Also, I think it's a very good idea. But you know.
You came from the Circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
Yeah, she was my mentor.
Lydia was my instructor. She was almost a mother to me.
I never met a wiser soul than her. I understand she was killed by one of her own students when the Ostwick Circle rebelled. I think we both agree that this war must end.
If only. Major, no. This chaos harms everyone.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Well, there you go. No one should have that power, I agree.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, I want to help the Circle.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
Alright, we'll do that.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
We will see what we can do.
Yes?
Right. Investigate. Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Investigate. Wasn't the circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Okay. Shouldn't you replace Fiona?
If you led all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Okay.
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
You, my dear, are far too wise not to have realized that many of our colleagues live with their eyes closed. Safe from the world inside their towers, they thought only of the Templars and their own resentment. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Yeah, Vivian really is a character, isn't she? Do you know Fiona?
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Again, guys, if you are watching, feel free to jump in chat. I don't bite unless you ask me to. We can chat about whatever you want to talk about.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Good to know.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Great.
Yes?
Anything else I can talk to you about? Yeah, tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Madame Vivienne. Ooh, how fancy.
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
Alright, good to know. Why did you become a courtier?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Good to know.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine?
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
Great. Yeah.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Okay. We have one last person to talk to. Two more people, because I need to speak to...
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this
Oh.
matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Amen.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Good day yourself.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly,
Awesome.
the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Again, guys, if you are watching, feel free to jump in chat. We can chat about anything you want to talk about. The makeup of bananas. Why the sea's blue, I don't know. But we can chat about whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, it's been this way for years.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andrasti's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Callista, how are you? It's been a while. Good to see you stream again, thanks. Thank you very much. Awesome to have you here. How are you? Good day, bad day? Let me know.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Sweet. Yeah, that's a tall order.
The Inquisition will have plenty of time for that between finding the Divine's murderer and sealing the breach.
Busy as we are, I do have a question for you, if you've a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
That is a loaded question. I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? I'm not too bad at all, thank you. It's awesome to have you here. Yeah, I don't claim to be holy.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
A good day. For about 30 seconds, because we still need to finish talking to you.
Greetings.
Or not.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Oh, the pro streamer is coming out. I need to charge my laptop so I can see chat, because it's dying. There we go. Right. Doing some research. Where is my man Dorian? Who do we have? We've got Vivian there. Josephine there. Liliana there. Varric there. Sarah there. Solus there. Dorian's down here. Of course he is. So who are you playing here? This is Quinn Trevelyan and Drastian. We're going Knight Enchanter Mage. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. We're doing my canon Let's Play ready for DA4. So,
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
hey, if a cow can figure out how to milk a farmer, I'd love to see that. I wouldn't. That sounds weird as shit. Yeah, you disagree?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve. Partly. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Nice, Quinn looks cute. Yeah, I somehow seem to have got a Daenerys-looking character. I don't know how, considering the character create took like 5 minutes, but... yeah, so rule us next.
I don't believe that.
That was the wrong button.
It's true. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Okay, investigate. Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
Man, Dorian's such a great character. Such a great character. We're not going to flirt with Dorian. Yeah, if you say so. I hadn't noticed.
Some more than others.
Some people have superior taste. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Will you be romancing with anyone, or are you keeping that secret? Dorian is best boy. Dorian is second best boy, because best boy is going to be our romance option, Blackwall. Oh, careful breeding, that sounds awful.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Yes, I love Blackwall. His accent reminds me of home. Fair. No, I'm also a big Blackwall fan, but then I am biased towards Wardens, even Wardens such as him, which you'll understand the meaning of that.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
Yeah, but why do you care?
It just seems... So much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
If Blackwall is your favourite, who is your least favourite? Oh. Maybe Solus? Cole, I'm not a big Cole fan. I'm not a big Vivian fan. Sarah's okay. So it's probably between Solus, Cole or Vivian? Probably between Solus or Cole. One of those two. One of those two.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see.
Perfect. How about yourself, Callista? Favorite character, least favorite? Let me know.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
That's enough now.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
I can understand not liking Solus, but Cole. I don't know, yeah, there's something about Cole that just doesn't resonate with me. Maybe I need to read the Asunder book to really get it. Something about Cole just does not resonate with me that much.
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Okay.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Good.
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All majors now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
Interesting. And an Altus is?
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soparati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Picking a favourite is really difficult. I love so many of the cast. Vivian, Cassandra, Solus, Black Wandorian are all great. I love Cole, he's like my adopted son. My least favourite is very easy. I can't stand Sarah. I find her sense of humour funny, but it doesn't quite fit the game, in my opinion. So she's not a character I enjoy that much. It's very rare for me to take her out. I only really do it on stream to make it a bit different for the audience. Usually she's just left behind like 90% of the time.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Interesting.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Yeah, is that bad? I mean, it sounds it.
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Fair enough. Guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. It helps amazingly. I do agree that she's very funny, but so much of her thinking is incredibly hypocritical. Yeah. I could not agree more, Callista. You've literally hit the nail on the head there.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Okay, investigate. Oh, God, there's loads to talk about.
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
That is very true.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
A disagreement?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
I'm guessing you allied with the mages rather than conscripting in them. I did indeed. So we're playing as I said, an Andrastian. Very religious. Believes in mages have some form of freedom, but within the Chantry. We are sort of the morally good person. And yeah, so we're sort of going down that route, which is very different because being someone who isn't religious, I'm playing someone who is religious but doesn't believe that they're this chosen one, per se.
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female majesties who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Nice.
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
To be fair, that is a very interesting point, and a fair point, I think.
I'm not surprised. It's not an opinion you should share.
You did ask, if you'll recall.
We did
I'll
ask.
say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it. That's what they will say in ages to come.
That is a lot of pressure. I'm surprised you think that.
You don't seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
Very interesting. Okay. Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
Okay, you have circles?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers.
They don't use lyrium.
Ha! As if there'd be any left for them. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce their magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
What are your hopes for DA4, Dengs?
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
Right. What I really want is the Wardens to have a good role again, because I'm biased. I love the Wardens, as I think I've made very obvious. Origins is my favourite, so I'm biased towards the Wardens. I want them to have a role in the game. I want Origins to come back in a way in terms of I want our characters to have a background that's meaningful. I want characters and decisions that actually matter. And yeah, things like that. So, how about you, Callista? What are your hopes for the...
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
That is not a good thing.
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what, 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
But we're not.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
All good choices. For me, I really want blood magic back and the ability to play an evil character. No matter what you do in Inquisition, the game always spins it as the right thing to do. I agree. I'd love blood magic to come back. That has been a lot of fun to do in Origins. As far as being an evil character, I really want... So I'm going to do a Arcane Warrior Blood Mage like evil playthrough for the channel in Origins, and I've been recording it currently, and it's so much fun. So much fun. Sometimes it is just nice to be the bad guy for once. So I understand that point completely. I can truly get that.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
Right.
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
Okay. Yeah, no Templar intervention?
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
A really good example is the mages. If you ally with them, then you're giving the mages a chance to prove themselves. If you can script them, then you just witness something traumatic, and the mages need to prove them they can be trusted. Sometimes you just want to play a jerk. I could not agree more. 100% agree with you. 100%. And guys, if you are watching, please hit the like button, helps amazingly. If you're new and not subscribed and you'd want to because you're enjoying it, please hit that subscribe button. That'd be amazing too. And come and nerd out about Dragon Age with me and Callista.
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a Magister who makes noise, and then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that Magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Sounds so sultry when he says it. And if you... Oh, I've just read that, never mind. What about slavery?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. Not even certain many slaves do.
Dragon Age nerds are always welcome in chat. Dragon Age nerds are the most welcome in chat. Let's talk about all things Tevinter or blood magic or wardens or whatever. Yeah, it's not like that here.
Well, we don't have slaves in the south.
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
See, Dorian does make some very good points. At least they have a choice.
At least they're free. They don't have slavery forced on them.
You think people choose to be poor and oppressed? I doubt it. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Okay, I get that.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
Probably not. His head's probably going to roll across the floor, I won't lie. Right. Shall we head inside? We've finally spoken to everyone, cleared all dialogue. We haven't spoken to Mother Giselle, but she can wait. Let's summon our council. I can't wait to see what Tevinter looks like, considering the end of Trespass, so we're practically guaranteed to be heading there in Day 4. I agree. I can't wait either. I also really want to play as a Ravani. I'd love to be a pirate-type character. What was the one I wanted? Was it this one? Or was it Trainee Herbalist? I can't remember. I can't remember. Let's do nobility knowledge, because we are a noble character. Right. Training some of these. Got 30 influence, we'll take it. Take the gold. We've got so many missions to do. So many missions. Ally from Starkhaven. Where's the other one I had? Are they all available? Maybe. Most cordial greetings. Yeah, I think they're all available. Okay. My name is Sebastian Vale, sole heir to the Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As most devout adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of the most holy Justinian V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatened to claim all of Thalos. I extend the Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Well, there you go. Playing a Ravani character would be cool. It'd be so much fun. Upon the Waking Sea. The Alamari runes found in the mountain passages outside Haven have finally given up more of their secrets. Pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Ferelden. The island is quite large and are covered in dense wilderness, so searching will be an involved process. According to the runes, however, there should be some connection to the original disciples of Andraste and the Guardian of the Sacred Ashes. Interesting. So this is a playback to Origins. Now, we could have sent Josephine. This requires stealth. A few skilled agents given enough time to quietly search the islands, or as soon as we show interest in the area, others will follow. So let's go and force and occupy the islands. Oh. Yeah, let's send Cullen. I think he's got the best bet there. Oh, an offer from the Blades of Viserion. Blades of Viserion keeps supplies along the shore, consider them at your disposal. Our former leader increased our cash significantly, although some consider his methods dishonourable. Solid.
Let's see what we have.
Why not? Right, shall we do what's next? Hope we get to see multiple different countries, not just Tevinter. Navarre, Antiva, and Ravani would be good. Yes, yes. Let's go to Antiva. That would be so much fun. Alright. Let's do this.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the
We're doing
assault
it.
on the breach. We cannot know how you...
Let's continue the main story. Alright, we will bring the A-team. The soundtrack's so good. Come on, let's do our thing.
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
There we go, Quinn. Do your thing. I like how Solis is just there, like, I wasn't invited, but I'm coming along anyway. Right?
You did it.
We did it! Woo! Game over. Smashed it. I forgot how long some of these load screens are.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. Breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
Oh, of course it has. Yeah, we all did this.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
What are your thoughts on Cassandra? I know some people really don't like her because she didn't trust the Herald. Here we go. I think she's one of the best characters in the franchise with a lot of character depth, to be honest.
What the? We must get to the gates.
Yeah, I think Cassandra's great.
I knew it was too easy.
Alright, people.
Perhaps
Know thy
something
enemy.
in the sky drew some attention.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
She sounds so surprised. Go time, it is go time.
I can't come in unless you open.
Here's the final piece of the puzzle.
I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
And here he is. My favourite cutscene's coming up soon. Which one's that?
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Alright, let's go. Go time, people. Chris, I'm intrigued. What's your thoughts on Ah, yes. I know that one. What are your thoughts on Critius being the main villain today? Come on. Hit them with ice. Come on, Blackwall. Nice. Red Templar Horror. Fantastic. Alright, Cassandra's got some health. More down here. Here they are. Where are they? Oh, here they are. There we go. One more down here. Awesome. Oh.
Almost ready. Keep them
More
up
to
us.
come. Yeah, I see you guys. Come on in, squad. Get that lightning going. Come on. Squad's doing wonders. Excellent. To be honest, I think Crofts could have been very effective, but he just wasn't. I agree. I think what really hurt him was the fact he was a DLC character. I think if number 2 would have made reference to him or something, I think it would have been very different. Nice Blackwall, nice.
Keep them back. We're ready to fire.
You have enough camera worms to ask me that, Dengs. I could talk about how Crofts was done dirty for days. Talk away. Talk away. Where's the squad? Somewhere in here. There we go. Oh. Okay. If someone could tank him, that'd be great. Excellent. Get that fire going. Right. Do it.
They felt that. We'll reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It isn't firing.
Of course it isn't. We need to look up though.
We must get this trebuchet firing.
Alright. Give me a second. Let's go. Full speed boost. Got the squad behind us. Come on, hit. Okay, you're not what I needed. Barrett, if you could do something, that'd be great. There we go. Didn't mean to know either. Haven't got your explosive arrow. Now you do. There you go. Come on. Nice. Oh, can we get behind him? There you go. Smashed it. Get that poison. Get that long shot. You... There you go. Nice. Come on. Thank you. Awesome. Well, let's see if we can turn it quick. You guys keep me covered. Firstly, I agree with you that it should have been referenced in the main game of the year 2. I guess I hadn't planned on being the big bad of the Inquisition at that point. No, I guess not, which is a shame, really. Come on, squad, you got this. This is why you're the A-team. Smashed it. There we go, we won, woo! Oh, maybe not.
It can't be. Can it?
Everyone to the gates.
Yep. Let's go. Then they completely ruined him with his opening cutscene. It starts great, it's so cinematic with a fantastic soundtrack, singing walks with flames to his violins. Yep. I know exactly what you mean. Hang on, I need someone. Blackwall. Wait, no. You did not just do that to me, game. Do you have shield bash? I can't remember. Come on. Awesome. Right, in we go. Come on. We need to heal up Quinn. Where is she? Here she is. Cool. Didn't mean to loot that, but okay. That's what I needed. Right, inside the gates. Let's go. And his monologue afterwards is wonderful. It's such a good script, but they ruin it by letting him have what you want line. Yep. Could not agree more.
It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Let's get people to safety.
Yep. Come on. Keep Lizette alive. We want to keep everyone alive here. Come on. Did Lizette just die? She did, didn't she? Because I didn't keep her shield up. Did she? No, she's there. Okay, good. Awesome. Right. Anyone in here that needs rescuing? No, because I can't remember where everyone is. Guys, I need you to move. Come on. Anyone in here? No? Okay. Let's go round this way. Wait, did Lizette survive? I can't tell. I think so. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Where are you? Oh god. Come on. Try and keep everyone alive as much as possible. There we go, people. Lizette did survive, she limped off sick, I thought so. Get that lightning. Come on, warriors. Nice. Okay, are we all good? Looking like it. Grab this. Do we need to worry about going this way? No, so we're going up. Cool. Right. Let's backtrack a little bit. And up we go. We're Hidden Haven, you go to the left first, that's the easiest way to save everyone. Right. Come on, people. Back, you got this, mate. Oh, go away. Go away. Damn. Thanks, Blackwall. That's a squad. Right. Yes, they do. How do I do this? I have to climb something if I remember. Shit. I can't remember how to do this. God damn it. Do I go up here and through? I do, yes, and then I go through the roof. Oh, you motherfucker. No. Nope, 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 nope. Is that where I need to be? Is that my save? Sure. We're not accepting that. Nope, everyone's surviving. I don't care. And he. I don't think I have shield bash. Oh, you don't need it. Awesome. This is why you're here, Callista. And I want the loot. Long live quick saves. Betash, you know it. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good day, bad day, let me know.
A survivor!
Where are they all coming from? Here. Right, we want to aggro everything. Come on, there we go. Get as much AoE stuff going as possible. Come on. Oh, look at the big dude. There we go. Nice.
Thank you. These shits almost had me.
You're welcome. Hey there, Batash. Hey there indeed. I hope I said your name right. Okay. And this way we go. We need to rescue Adan, if I remember. shoot. Get out the way, Cassandra. Okay. Shit. Nope. This is going to really annoy me because I've done this so many times. I'm so rusty. So goddamn rusty. I know I went the wrong way as well. You need to stick close to the chantry. Yep. Yep. I know. As soon as I went down here, I knew I messed up. I just knew I messed up. Right, Minade, get up. I've played Inquisition 3 times now, just waiting for DA Dreadwolf. Don't go downstairs yet. Come on, Adan.
I knew you'd come. We are blessed.
Got you covered.
That's everyone. Into the chantry.
Damn right it is. First time smashed it, eh? Oh, cool. Cool. Right. Smashing this. Absolutely smashing it. This is like a perfect run. No deaths, no reloads, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come on, Barrett. Get that poison cloud. There we go. Poison everyone. Come on, fill in with arrows. Nice. Absolutely nice. Apaz, level 12 recommended, bro. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So many new faces. How are you all doing? Good day, bad days? Let me know. Lovely to have you all. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up for me. Helps amazingly. And if you really like the stream and want to subscribe, that'd be amazing too.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If it will save these people, he can have me.
It won't. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them, kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Switzerland, bro. Ah, nice to have you, my man.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is
How cheery.
You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Or Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
Right, yeah, what do you mean?
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers... I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
Now he believes in us. Yeah, Cullen, can you get them?
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape?
What escape?
Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
Thanks, mate.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If
I
we
do
are
love
to have a
Roderick in this
chance,
scene.
If you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
I will do my best.
We will exact a heavy price. They will not take us easily.
No, they won't. Alright, let's reach the trebuchet. Man, Queen really does look like Daenerys. Yeah, I know, right? And I don't understand how. Oh no. Heal up. Excellent. Come on, get me my barrier back. Thank you. There we go. Let's get rid of this dude that's attacking me. The accidental, basically. Yes, aim. Love it. Okay, let's grab the loot. Good, let's grab this loot. Alright. Let's reach that trebuchet. Got more incoming. Ready, squad? That was not the right button. Hi. I'm right in the thick of the battle here. Let's get some fire going. Right. Oh, it happened again. God damn it. I gotta remember, I'm not playing a warrior or a rogue. I'm playing a mage. Yeah, get that extra poison damage. Nice. Good thing injuries aren't really a thing in this game, eh? What do we have loot-wise? Oh, supply cache. Awesome. Nope. Okay. Anything inside here we can steal? No. Sweet. Right, let's hit that other trebuchet. Alright. Or not, cool. Can't get that guard. That's it. Okay, well that went well. We need to get our barrier back. There we go. Love it. Okay, pretty smooth. Saved us, bro. With the cowboy emoji. We're doing our best, my man. We're doing our best. But it's awesome to have you on the stream, Apaz. Welcome along. Right, let's do this. Here they are. Where's my squad? Let's go. Oh, go away. You need to leave me alone. Right, how do I twist it? It's over here, right? Oh no. We aren't going to mess with him yet. Come on. Come on, Barrett, you got this. Let's just deal with this. Excellent. Now if we can take this dude out, that'd be swell. Just in case. Right, let's go. Come on. Do your thing. Hopefully no one reaches us. Come on. Those Red Templar Knights are tough. They really are. Forgot about them. Great. Okay, let's go. Kinda wish I had a fire staff, you know. More for me to not bring one. Nice. Come on, team. Save ourselves with the barrier. There we go. Nice. That's it, Cassandra. Come on. Fire does a lot of damage against these guys. We good? We are. Cool. That's it, keep going. Nice. Everyone's got barrier. There we go. Well, that doesn't look promising. Oh, wow. Damn. Okay. Where did you even come from? Come on. We need to be Varric, I think, for this bit. We'll get the Inquisitor up in a minute. Get some range between us. There we go. Get that long shot. And we'll slowly walk towards these dudes, I guess. Cool. Try and take this one out. Right, where's Quinn? Here she is. Let's get her up quick. Come on. Nice. Perfect. Excellent. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. I remember this being super tough the first time I tried to do it. Nice. Where are you? Over there. Oh, wow. I forgot about you. Oh no. Where are they all coming from? Oh, you know what we do have? My man Varric. Do it. Get that into even fire. Come on. Get that explosion. There we go. And here's the big guy. Here's the big guy. I forgot about him. I don't need Quinn going down again. Anything other than that, Only got me. Fine, I guess. Take out the horror. Come on. Need my other spy spell. Come on, there it is. Yeah, the fire's doing way more damage against these guys. Of course. Alright. 10 minutes is left. Come on. We got this. Come on. I mean, the squad's doing fine. Just a bit of an annoying fight. Let's get a barrier on these guys. Especially now he's got some shield. Okay. Maybe we should just get the armor down, we should do our discharge. Yeah, there we go. Yo, Bam, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Good day, bad day, let me know. Come on. There we go. Discharge everywhere. Fucking smashed it. Get in. Come on. Keep going. I'm good, Tar. You? I'm not too bad, thank you, buddy. I'm all good. No complaints from myself. 12 people watching. Damn, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me amazingly. Do you want to play Prop Hunt at 9 PM tonight? Oh, possibly. Possibly. Let me give you a shout on Instagram or something, mate. I might actually be free.
Move.
I'll let you know.
Now.
And here's Callista's favourite cutscene. This is such a good cutscene. Noodle and Mike are playing. Oh, awesome. Yeah, man, I might actually be free, so I will double check and I'll give you a shout.
Enough. Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Yeah, why are you doing this?
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
I love the music, it's so epic. It really is. Dragon Age 3 gold cups. I could not agree more. What do you want from me?
Why are you here? You haven't even asked for anything.
I ask for nothing, because it is not in your power to give. But that will not stop me. I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now.
Fantastic.
It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose.
What I do?
I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The goal.
The goal indeed. Apaz with the winky face right back at you, my dude. Yeah, tell me what the anchor does.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered to winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty.
Yep.
The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
Well, let's not be hasty. Here we go, Callista's favourite part. Yeah, you've talked long enough.
You expect me to fight, but that's not why I kept you talking.
Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize.
So cliche. Love it. Logan wouldn't have suffered such disrespect. No, he wouldn't have. Logan would have just beheaded her. And then had an epic monologue. Logan was a tool. Prove me wrong. Dude, read the Stolen Throne book. I'm telling you, it will change how you feel about Logan. After reading that, I feel like Logan's an amazing character. Find a way forward. By making the player feel powerful, they make Crocus feel insanely weak. I agree. I could not agree more. Here we go, the Mark of the Rift. Yeah. Love it. Is there any loot down here? Don't think so. But I'm a little loot horse, so I need to find out. There is not. Okay. Good to know. And considering he never actually succeeds in any of his plans, he just feels like such a hollow villain. Yeah. He really does. Alright, let's head to the flame. Keep pushing forward. The Stolen Throne books are really good, Bam. They really are. That and The Calling, the one that comes after Duncan, is so good. Oh, 13 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. If you could hit the thumbs up button for me, that'd be amazing. And if you're really enjoying yourself and want to see more and want to subscribe, that'd also be amazing. And if you are watching and want to come nerd out about Dragon Age with me, Calista and Bam, come do so. Or, you know, we can talk about the makeup of bananas, or, I don't know, why pretzels taste so good. You enjoying streaming again? Dude, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's been so much fun. So much fun. Pineapple on pizza. Fuck pineapple on pizza. Fuck pineapple on pizza. No, I can't be doing pineapple on pizza. Give me just meat. Unsub everyone. Let me guess you like mushrooms. I fucking hate mushrooms as well. Mushrooms are... But what about mushrooms on pizza? There we go, see? No, I hate them all. Just give me meat or cheese. Or jalapenos. I can deal with jalapenos and peppers. Okay, resub. There we go. Callisto with the sad face. I'm alienating my whole audience. Through the use of pizza, we have common ground. There you go. Throw away a year or two of friendship over pineapple on pizza.
There! It's her!
Thank
It's
the
her.
Maker.
We're safe. Woo! Now one of my favourite cutscenes is coming up.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Oh no, not the singing. Oh, you know it. I don't know, there's something about the cutscene. It's a little cheesy and a little corny, but at the same time it's quite powerful, you know? Where's Corypheus now?
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
Right. Yeah, I should help plan.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defenders stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
It's cheesy, but cheesy can be good in small doses, compared to Liliana singing Origins, which just feels kind of cringy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Any reason you're playing a female, by the way? Honestly, it was just to make a bit of a difference from Dragon Age Origins and 2. Because Origins, I'm always a human male, because you can really put yourself into the character in Origins, because they are a silent protagonist. The DA2, I just don't like Hawk. And to me, I don't know, male Mage Hawk just feels like the choice you have to play. And then when it came to this game, as much as I enjoy playing a male, I don't know, there's something about playing the female with the voice acting and whatnot, it feels a bit better for the game. So yeah, here we are.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
DA2 is so bad. I rarely give up on games, but yeah, DA2 is bad. Trying to film the ending of it, it became tough. You didn't get that far into it, did you, Bam? I think you only got partway into Act 1, if I'm right. Going through the same map again and again and again and again and again. It was bad.
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, the winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
I think I did a few hours post to Deep Rose and just gave up. No enjoyment at all. Repeated gameplay, etc. Yeah, exactly that. And when you go through the same caves loads, and when you have to backtrack loads, and the voice acting, the male voice acting, I think, just sucks real bad. Yeah, I've lost faith.
Whatever I may have believed, I felt no divine aid while Haven was destroyed. I want to believe Andraste is with me, but doubt is everywhere.
Here it comes, there you go. I quite like DA2, but I'm a complete hoe for Dragon Age. I'm also a hoe for Dragon Age, but 2's a struggle.
And hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long, and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come.
I don't know if I need to talk over this, if it's going to get copyrighted or whatever. I didn't think voice acting was that bad, to be honest, but the story gave me no engagement. I didn't care for Hawk. Yes, I could not care less about Hawk. This reminds me of Pippin's song from Return of the King. Yes, that is a great shout.
You may have lost faith, but they haven't. They have found it.
If Patrick Weeks entered my home, took a crap on my coffee table and said, "That's DA4," I'd probably say thank you. Probably also be better than DA2. I'd get more enjoyment out of playing with his shit than I would that game.
A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is Elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived. Nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
That escalated, which is something DA2 didn't do. Dude, come on, you're in a NewDengs stream. You're thinking, of course things are going to escalate. How do you know this?
Alright. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Devinter, His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
Bertash, did you enjoy that? I hope you did. I hope that was very enjoyable for you. Yeah, you're right to be worried.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
Love the song. I knew you would. Knew you would. There are some absolutely cracking scenes in Act 2 though. The Leandra quest kills me. The Leandra quest is...
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it.
very Dragon Age Origins-y.
There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
How far into the game is this, by the way? 20% maybe? Would you agree? Callisto or Tash? About 20%? 30% maybe? There's a long way to go still. A long way. Okay, I may need to play this. Honestly, just do it. Skip DA2. Like, DA2 is a good British game, but it's not necessary in my opinion. I mean to play something up with the 30 frames per second cutscenes low. I do have this, I brought on release, but never go into it.
Daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage.
So the main villain's a bit crap.
Reached these people. It will have reached the Elder One.
But
we have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here. But this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated.
The main missions are very different, and there's a lot of good things for loads of different players. And there's whole areas you can go and explore that have nothing to do with the main story. They're completely optional. For example, there's a whole swamp area, which is probably my favourite area in the whole game. You have no reason to go there. You don't have to do it at all. So yeah, there's a lot of good options like that in this game. You get your money's worth for sure. And the expansion, Trespasser, which is kind of like an Awakening, I guess, in a way, is probably the best part of this game. Trespasser is amazing and sets up DA4 so damn well. And the ending of this game you might not see coming. That's one thing I do think is very good. Yeah, he wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
Also, get out the hinterlands as fast as you can. Yes and no. Depends how much you like exploration. But there's a lot of good quests in hinterlands. But you can get lost in there for like 30 hours and realise you've still got most of the game to do. I'd say Trespass a bit more like Witch Hunt and Awakening. That is actually a very good shout. Yeah, that's a much better analogy. Right, I'm popping off. Bam, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, dude. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will drop you a message about Prop Hunt as well, by the way. Catch you in a bit, my man. Yeah, you trust this to a mage?
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
Give me an instant message. You want to join a Skype meeting around 8:30, 8:40ish. Okay, we'll do. Cheers, my dude. Enjoy whatever you're up to for this little hour or so. Right. I will set an example as a mage.
With fear running rampant, they need to see a mage standing for what is right. I'll defeat Corypheus standing with them, not over them.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told? They have. And soon, the world. Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Hell yeah. This thing was boring as hell, a very big map full of nothing, only sand. I didn't actually explore much of it, to be honest. So you might be right there.
The courtyard. This is where we turn that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
I love Josie getting a little too into the cheering. Yes. Josephine's such a great character as well. This is another reason I play a female. When I play male, I can't really choose between Cassandra or Josephine as a romance option. They're both amazing. Whereas with a female, it's easily Blackwall.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Okay, fair answer.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Perfect. Yeah, is his dragon an archdemon?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Yeah, I explored all of it, and the companions didn't say a thing. Silent as a grave. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Yeah, I'll be safe here.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
Okay, there we go.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
We shall see.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Yep, you nailed it, Liliana.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
Yeah, this is the Inquisition. It's a work in progress. Right, we'll do all this in a bit. Let's go speak to Varric. On the battlements. Yeah. We've got so much to do around here. Where shall we start? Let's go in here.
Here.
Anything?
The commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, well we found the armory, I guess. Cool. Ah, this is where I need to go. Yes, yes, yes. So, Batash, have you played Origins and 2, or is it just Inquisition you played?
Majestic. How has a place like this ever lost?
Who knows? Alright, this place is a mess. Love it. Here's Varric. There's a bug that actually stops pipe band from triggering. There's a mod that fixed it, but Bioware never did. Sounds about right. Default champion of Kirkwall, because mine was the default.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You want my advice? Did you hear what happened to Kirkwall? My advice nearly tore that city apart.
Yeah, played both Origins and 2, but DA2 was weird. Yeah. Which was your favourite game then? Yeah, you tried.
You did the best you could with an impossible situation. A lot of people were going to die either way. That's what I'm facing now, and I could use your experience here.
Fair enough. I'll tell you whatever you think will help.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Fantastic. Yeah, could have done. No. Is it reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Origins was the best. I also saved Loghain. Oof. But Alistair was happy with you.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Hopefully.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
I didn't press anything, but I wanted to talk to you, so cool. Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My brother's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take him as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Isabella and I never believed in being tied down. When I had to go into hiding, she understood. We'll see each other again. Until then, she'll be having fun. But hopefully not too much fun.
Guys, again, if you're watching, if you could hit the thumbs up for me, that'd be amazing. Let's see if we can hit 20. Don't think I've ever had a stream hit 20, so that'd be insane.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Sick. Talking about Anders.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Sweet.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Sounds like Anders.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. I think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Yep, he was dead.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Oh, good.
Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Apparently nothing.
Talk later.
Alright, let's explore, not Haven, Skyhold a little bit. We'll take a shortcut. Yep. Okay. We'll just pretend that didn't happen, and we'll pretend that we just cut out running down the stairs. I think that's for the best, you know.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Intervene.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
At the Conclave, if anyone could have saved Most Holy...
You know what I find really funny about this? Is that Liliana and my warden are in a relationship. And he just disappeared and she couldn't find him? Unlikely. So Cassandra's just going to be more pissed about that. Man, I love how there's no full damage in Skyhold, but it always makes my stomach lurch. Yeah, I can see that. It's the little flappy arms.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Oh. Yeah, that's unfair.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawke had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawke. I'm such a fool.
I think Lily Adams have a line at some point saying she was lying to Cassandra too. If she's in a romance with Warden. I think she does too.
What if you hadn't believed him and you tracked Hawke down?
Honestly, Hawke might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawke, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, don't blame yourself.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawke or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Good to know. Alright. Let's try and do some of the stuff we need to do around here. Because there is a load of shit. We've got something down here. Who is this?
The order was sent?
Cullen?
Yes, Commander.
Oh, we've got to look for coal, okay.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Right. Yeah, do you ever stop working?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
Yeah, how many did we lose at Haven? Probably too many.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I hope I'm a good leader.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
I trust your advice.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Okay, let's look for coal.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Yeah.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Yeah. Explain more possession.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
Right. What sort of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach or through the rifts weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Cole has some mini-events in Skyhold. I couldn't find them all. I remember vaguely. He's upstairs a lot, if I remember.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Okay then. Yeah, are you alright?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone.
This is a creepy skill.
Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Great. I think there are around 5 dialogue chains in total. I think that sounds about right. I mean, Callista's our resident DA expert here. You're a friendly spirit?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover. Or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't. And neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Well, there you go. Callista's adoptive son. Part of the team. What do we have in here? Nothing in there. Nothing here. Cool. Damn. Bunch of mages. Awesome. Anything else around here? What's in here? We just came this way, right? I just did a massive circle. Smart one. I'm so clever. So goddamn clever.
At your service.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying argue with anyone. Okay, that's all for now.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Never mind.
Who do you mean?
No more questions. Cole.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
I just love my boy so much.
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
Guys, if you are watching, please jump into the chat. Come say hi. If you could hit a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. I want to see if we can hit 20. I've never had a stream hit 20 likes. That'd be insane.
You didn't try to end his suffering, did you?
No. He was dying already, and he welcomed it. The pain wasn't too much. He saw it at the end. Loving light, open arms. Andraste taking him home. He was happy. And sorry.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Excellent.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
That was a movie reference. I did not get it. Sorry, Callista.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, you made a mistake.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Right.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Rhys help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Rhys just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Scratch that, he was referencing the book House of Leaves, not film. I don't know what that is either. Really letting the team down here.
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
Yeah, I can find them.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
No, we'll find them.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Rhys and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Rhys and Evangeline saved me.
Right. Good to know.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Rhys from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Rhys. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Okay, then.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Probably. Ominous, but okay. Who do we have round here? We have the surgeon. Check that door. I'm not doing that again. Speak with Josephine in the antechamber. I will. Scout Harding. Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold.
This is Skyhold.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Lead the way.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
Let's get off. Flirt on. Yeah, if we see him, he sees us.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'd much rather you didn't, but I'm not losing you.
I'm not losing anyone to Corypheus. Especially not you.
You can't afford to think I'm special. I'm a soldier no different than any soldier lost at Haven. I am fond of you, it's true, but we can't let this go any further. This, whatever you want this to be, is impossible.
Why not?
Why is it impossible? I know you have feelings for me.
My lady, don't. You're the Inquisitor, the Herald of Andraste. Even now, there are people flocking to your banner ready to serve. to die. We must remain focused on the task at hand.
I'm not Andraste's herald.
I'm not what they say I am. I never asked them to believe.
But they do. And it's too late to go back. Whoever you were is gone. They believe you're the herald because they need to. Without that hope, all that's left is despair. We're both bound by duty. Our lives aren't ours to live. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Famous last words. Alright. What is in here? We did this, didn't we? We did. Yeah. There you go, Calista, just for you. Alright, Blackwall, you got anything else?
Your wish, my lady.
Our warden's been corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
A black wall to shield the self when the skies rainier. Cole. I love the angst of Blackwall's romance, right? How's your state of mind?
Are you feeling alright? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
That's reassuring, I guess. Yeah, not much about Corypheus.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Great. It's odd that Corypheus lives.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
You'd think so.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Right.
Let's discuss something else.
Sure. Tell me about the Wardens. Have we got any more of
Let's
this?
talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Yeah, how do you kill an archdemon?
How do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
I'll trust that you know what you're talking about.
We'll manage, if it comes to that.
Great. Okay. Yeah, we can speak later.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
I do disagree with Blackwall there. If you never deal with the root cause of a problem, there's a chance it will just keep growing. Could not agree more with you. Sometimes burying your head in the sand isn't the best way to go about something. Vivian.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you.
Thanks.
Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
You charmer.
You should have seen me an hour ago.
We should do something about this dirt. We don't need you frightening the faithful. Let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I will do my very best. Yeah, I couldn't save them all.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
Great.
Do you need something, my dear?
Investigate. Got anything else? No.
I'd like to know more.
Is there any more dialogue here? There you go.
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear.
I think we've already listened to this.
A deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien.
We have listened to
When
this.
the position of enchanted.
We'll go through it quickly.
Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance.
There we go.
I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, poor dear.
Well, isn't that sad? Guys, if you haven't already, please hit a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get 20. That'd be amazing. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be even more amazing.
So,
As we chat to Sarah.
It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Rosdo, what did I step in?
You signed up for this, not me.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
That is a fair statement. Yeah, Corypheus seems real enough.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
Okay, guys, gotta go. Dareth Shiral. Hope I said that right. Thank you so much, Batash, for joining. Have a great rest of your day or evening, whatever, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming along.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Yeah, I need hope, not selfishness.
I'm fighting Magisters. I need you aiming higher than simple selfishness.
Lumpy wants to be a god, and you glow or something. I just want to fix things so I don't have to think about what's real or not. High enough, my lady.
That almost makes sense, it does.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But
Innit?
first, food. I'm starving.
Right. Jump over this. Does Sarah have anything else for us, actually, while we're here?
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
I mean, yeah. Investigate. None of this. Why did you really join me?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Great. Seems like there's more to it.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Cool.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Alright. No, I meant to jump. All I want to do was jump over. Right, in we go. Let's try and figure out this mess. Varric should be down here. Yeah. Do you have any crazy... anything you believe, but the game hasn't necessarily confirmed? Just have a think.
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Any crazy theories? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's more to Sandal than meets the eye, for sure. I'm intrigued. I'm hoping we get more into that. A lot more into that. Other theories? Nothing comes to mind. How about yourself? Any crazy theories? Yeah, talk to Cassandra.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
I think the Maker turned out to be Elgar Nunn. Oh, remind me who Elgar Nunn is. Was that Mythal's husband? No. What? No. Who was... You have to remind me. It's gonna bug me. Gonna absolutely bug me.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
Yeah, how did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Elgar Nunn is the leader of the Elven Pathalon, often portrayed as Mythal's husband. Yes! So I was right. I remember. That's not a bad shout at all, actually, because, especially with like the ancient elven lore, that would make a lot of sense. And we are delving more into it, obviously, with the Dread Wolf and what happens with Flemeth and whatnot. Yeah, we'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right.
Me too.
Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Both Elgar Nunn and the Maker are represented by the sun. I think the Elven gods are imprisoned in the Black City, and he reached out to Andraste to try and free them. That is a great theory. Holy shit, that's a cracking theory. That could very well be true. Very well be true.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
But she got killed and her followers came up with the idea of the Maker on their own. Yes. Part of me feels like the first Wardens have something to do with the birth of the Darkspawn as well. Just how, you know, the Wardens came up with this magical way of beating the Archdemon. I feel like there's a bit more to that than meets the eye.
So much.
Inquisitor.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Alright, let's go. Come on, game. Load me in. Oh, we're back at Haven.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I definitely think the Wardens will play a bigger role in DA4. Have you been keeping up with the DA4 news? Or have you been avoiding that stuff? No, I've been keeping up with it. And I think obviously with what happens with Stroud or Hawk in this game and how the Wardens go silent and just like this whole corruption thing, I think the Wardens are going to have a big role. And it looks like there's going to be a Warden companion as well with some of the promo art, so fingers crossed.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Fantastic. I wouldn't allow that.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue.
This is true.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Did you see the voice actor reveal? There was a guy shouting for the Wardens. He sounded pretty good too. I did. The promo art makes it look like it's another Sword and Shield person. And you know what? I kind of want a different Warden companion. Like, give me an archer or a mage or something. Give me something. Because Anders, I don't know. To me, Anders doesn't really count as a Warden companion in number 2. He just seems like a apostate. Yeah, you didn't.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Sick. Yeah, I'm glad you stayed. No. Yeah, I'm glad you stayed.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
And alas, here we are. Yeah, Anders has pretty much given up being a Warden by DA2. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I loved Anders in Awakening after Nathaniel. I feel like DA2 has just not ruined him, because that's the wrong wording, because I understand what they were doing. It just didn't feel like Anders, even a corrupted Anders. Alright, let's head back downstairs. When I can find them. Oh, here they are. Back downstairs. Open up. Is this where Vivian is? I feel like it might be. Alright. So that goes to the quarters. Oh yeah, we can judge people. Go to the Undercroft.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
You tell me.
This is where a smith should
Hey, customize Skyhold. Oh, it wants us to do one thing, doesn't it? So much of Anders' personality in Awakening was his wit and sarcasm, and there was so little of that too. I could not agree more. Can I change anything? Oh, I can. Okay, let's just do that for a second. Awesome. Yeah, I agree. They lost a lot of that into Harriet.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Yes, it will. For you and me both.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, did you bring anything from Haven?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
Hell yeah.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Awesome. So we found the smithy. Let's go back. When it loads, here we are. Right. This should be Josephine. Yep.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Yeah, we'll save the Empress.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Tedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Selene is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Alright, yeah, warn the Empress.
Does Selene know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
We'll get one. Don't you worry.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Our allies will be forgiving.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Yeah, and you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Great. Okay, I wish we'd saved more lives. That is so true.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Great. Yeah, no need to be all business.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
Well, okay then.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's magic, not holy yet.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll cope.
Only when I laugh.
Very good, Inquisitor.
Nothing else? No? Okay. Check out the war room quick. Summon the War Council. Alright, look at this lovely table. Right, secrets. I want that so bad. Enhanced studies? No. Optimal cutting. Ooh. Yes. That is what I want. Right. Let's trade in some of these. We can't trade in the Waking Sea, but we can get this one. Engraved pommel. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are venatory mages out here lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus' minions. But these particular venatory have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that I would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do, since I have an idea of where they might be. Thanks to the investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. That's a Leliana thing, if anything. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We cracked that out. Head back down here. Josephine.
What may I do for you?
Nothing. Cool. Nothing in here. We don't want to go down there. I need to go through this doorway over here, I believe. Oh.
Someone emptied a whole bag.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Oh, yes. You are the dude with the mosaic pieces.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Great.
Where did you learn your skills?
Borzamar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at her. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Right. Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Sure.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Right. No. We do need to plant some seeds, though.
Fertile ground even here.
Come on.
This hold has everything.
Well, apparently none. Cool. Where do I find Dorian and Leliana? They're in the tower bit where you go up the stairs. But where is that? Quest map. Vivian, Varric, Dorian, Solus. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. I'm stupid. Man out of the way. Wrong way. Got an exclamation mark down there as well. Okay. What is glowing? Oh. Well, this way we go then. All the way to the top. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and playing the game. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you aren't already and you would like to, subscribe to the channel would be amazing as well. Oh, let's read this. What is in here? This area with Vivian. Yeah. Right, let's grab this quick. Cool. Let's grab Dorian and Leliana. Dorian's just in here.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment
Sure.
you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Dorian's buff status. Yeah, I remembered. And by remembered, I checked the map. Not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you know?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always
Right.
assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Yep, they say the Chantry's lying.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
Yeah, you seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
The Blights hadn't actually...
Would really do the job. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Yeah, don't rub it in. No need to do that. Yeah, nobody knows that.
We don't know what will happen. Nobody does.
An optimist! Such a rare breed. I've stumbled upon a unicorn. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Oh dear, the stream's getting a bit glitchy.
Oh, and
fantastic.
Congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
It seems to have sorted itself out, though. Good to hear.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Oh, that sucks to hear, doesn't it? I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you alright?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you two involved?
Were the
How
two
personal.
of you...
Felix and I?
What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
Awesome. Yeah, what about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Felix seemed like such a good character. It's a shame he was only around for a short amount of time. I agree. Felix does seem like a great character. I have just noticed the time, and I've been streaming for ages. We are going to wrap up here. Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining, especially yourself, Callista, for hanging out for so long. It's been awesome to just chat and nerd all DA with you, and it's been insane to have you back, so I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps amazingly. We're 2 away from 20, which blows my mind considering I've never even hit 15 before, so this has been great. If you haven't enjoyed and you haven't already, or you're new and you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel. Very good stream, mate. I appreciate it, Callista. Thank you so, so much. And yeah, hopefully I will catch you in the next stream. Bye, guys.